From San Diego's #1 source for local news, this is News 8 at 11.
A San Diego mother and her baby boy murdered in cold blood. Now police may have a suspect.
You murdered 2 innocent people. This was an innocent baby that could not speak.
Tonight, exclusive new information in a local murder mystery. Good evening. It has been 5 months since the brutal murder of a local mother and her baby boy, and still no arrest. The victims were found in a Southwest apartment, strangled with a cord. Tonight, News 8 has exclusive new information about the man police are looking at.
Yes.
Is Dennis in?
No, he isn't.
The man News 8 is looking for at this Bonita home is 22-year-old Dennis Potts. Potts' attorney confirms his client is a suspect in a horrific double murder of a young mother and her baby. Potts' father tells us his son is not home.
Has he been questioned in that case?
Yes, he's been questioned.
On July 26, police were called to a South 45th Street apartment. 22-year-old Tori Vienneau was found inside, beaten and strangled to death. Her 10-month-old son was hanging in his crib with a cord wrapped around his neck.
Who does that? That's a monster. That was our grandchild. We loved him.
Dana Arrows lost her daughter and grandson that night. Dana says her daughter Tori was supposed to meet with Dennis Potts the night of the murders to tell him she was planning on going to court to make Potts pay child support for his son, baby Dean.
No matter what he said, no matter what ploy he tried, she was going to go through the courts. And she still had that plan on Wednesday, the day she was murdered.
Dana believes that was the motive for the murder. She says Dennis Potts, Tori's ex-boyfriend, was not ready to take responsibility for raising his infant son.
His whole thing continuously was his family could not find out about this child. It would ruin him.
At his home in Bonita, Dennis Potts' father tells our producer his son is innocent.
Do you think he's involved in this?
Of course he's not involved in this because we know exactly where he was at.
Where was he?
We do. Yeah.
Where was he the night of the murders?
He was right here.
Didn't he have a date with her that night?
The family refers News 8 to their attorney. Carrie Armstrong reminds us Dennis Potts has not been arrested.
He would never, ever harm a baby, much less his own baby, or harm his ex-girlfriend. I mean, he was, pretty close to her. Armstrong
says police have questioned Dennis Potts on more than one occasion, and a paternity test confirms Potts is baby Dean's father. As for Potts paying child support,
he comes from a fairly well-off family. Now, I wouldn't say super rich, but they have, some money. Dennis has a job, and the child support was not a worry to him at all.
Exactly what Dennis Potts does for a living is unclear. His MySpace page says he's going to community college. His name also traces back as owner of this website, mydailypost.com, where, according to the site, you can find the hottest girls on the net.
It's not a porno site. It's some things he dabbled with before, but I don't really want to get into that. But I wouldn't call it a porno site.
Now, 5 months after the murders, Dana and her husband Roy are frustrated that police have not made an arrest.
I need answers. It's my daughter, my grandson.
Detectives still don't have the evidence they need.
This was an innocent baby that could not speak. He couldn't talk. He was down the hallway in another room, and he hung him.
Crime Stoppers is offering a $6,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest of the killer. We want to emphasize that Dennis Potts has not been charged with any crime. A San Diego police homicide lieutenant did not return phone calls seeking comment tonight. Meantime, the family of the victims have hired a Beverly Hills attorney to represent their interests in the ongoing investigation.